Moscow. Much has happened in this city, from bloody executions to solemn marches.
In 1238, Moscow was devastated by Khanbati. A century later, it was burned down by Toktamish, then by Davlet-Jare. Natural fires were not uncommon. For example, the Svyatsky fire of 1365 destroyed the city almost completely. In the winter of 1547, Ivan Grozny was crowned Tsar. The ceremony took place in the Uspensky Cathedral.
Немцев, ливонцев, придет час, и покоритесь державе московской.
Moscow had already become one of the largest cities in Europe. Kiragorod and the Kremlin became the center of the capital.
I can continue to give you a short course of history, but you can easily find it all in textbooks or chronicles. The distant time, unfortunately, for us has become a dry fact, not filled with the emotions and feelings of the people who lived at that time.
It's much more interesting to remember Moscow, which not so long ago was in our parents' childhood memories, and ours. The 1980s were a time of change, both in film and music, and also in the lives of ordinary Soviet people. That's when the 5th Congress of Filmmakers takes place, where the members of the Congress decide to fight against censorship in cinema. But is there anything left of that time in the new Moscow? Where can you find that piece of old Moscow behind the new facades and glass new buildings? Why has Moscow changed so much in 24 years that it is unrecognizable? And why can we only see parts of that Moscow in a documentary or our parents' album? Our childhood began already in the new state, Russia, a country that developed quickly and gave us hope that we would have a carefree future. The 2010s are remembered as the time of mobile phones, big blockbusters, and the time when the internet became an integral part of our lives. Modern Russia. It's difficult to assess this time now, to understand how it will affect us. If I were asked how I see Russia in 2023, I would say it is time of change. A time that will definitely be reflected in history. But modern Moscow wouldn't be the Moscow we know without its history, without those glass Soviet toys, without Khrushchev buildings and huge shopping centers. Time is gradually washing away everything, including us. But we must even have an obligation to save that memory, to try to save old buildings instead of destroying them. Remember songs of our young and talk as much as possible of that old Moscow to our children.
Я мечтаю о том, чтобы наш город стал большим культурным центром, чтобы у нас был свой театр, свой музей. Закрыв на миг глаза, я представляю, как вхожу в большое современное здание. И вот передо мной стоят такие же школьники, как я сейчас. Я рассказываю им о том, как начинался город.